people holding out on money, sticky fingers like it's honey. Real ones acting kinda grimy, but they claiming that they know me. If you know me, then what am I? Let me take a look in your eyes. Let me see. I see it too. I'm mad at myself. I'm coming up real. Open my eyes, why keeping it sealed? I'm mad at myself. I'm coming up real. Open my eyes, why keeping it sealed?
Oh my god, I wouldn't be able to hold still. And when I'm high, I can go both ways when I'm high. You can either get turns up high, or I can be real chill and just be like, but sometimes, I'll be feeling like a genius when I'm high. Like, I'm on a whole other level. I think differently, talk differently.
Right. It's a different side. What's your sign?
I am a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. I thought you were going to say Gemini.
Oh no, that was my ex. And I had. Whew. Nah,
You said Gemini?
Yeah, he carries the bad traits. He carries the bad traits.
Did he?
Yeah. He did. The real boo-boo side. Like the manipulated, real manipulated.
Oh, that's not fun.
So, yeah.
So what made you get into music?
I've always been into music. My parents kept me into music. My grandfather, actually, when I used to go, he used to take me to elementary school. I used to go to elementary school in Tempe, but my parents lived way out here on the west side.
Mm-hmm.
My dad and my stepmom. And he used to drive me to school, and he made me listen to classical music. I remember just being so bored, but he used to make me count like the measurements and the beats of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, and just he helped me through classical music. He allowed me to vibe with it in a way where I could hear certain melodies that people may not be able to hear.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've always been into music. I've been in choir. I used to be in a band back in high school.
Awesome. What kind of band was it?
It was a Christian band.
Okay.
I traveled to California for a while, performed for like a month. My parents always kept me into music just because and dance. I get the dancing from my mom. She does sing, but the more musical, like when it comes to singing, it was more my dad. So I get I'm able to communicate with music through my body and my voice. You know, so I'm lucky. But I stopped doing music for a really long time because I got married when I was young. I went through some shit as a kid, you know, and things that you're not supposed to see. You already know how certain habits cling on to you without even realizing until you get older.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like you don't know the chains of the anger that you carry until you break down there and you're like, oh yeah. You know, so
until you hurt somebody.
Right.
Else.
So for a while I was going back and forth in the streets, sleeping at people's homes because my parents just couldn't deal with me. I wasn't bad, but it was just I don't even know how to describe what it was, but it wasn't pretty.
Okay.
So then when I met my ex-husband, it was almost like I just gave myself up because I wanted love. I wanted to be around somebody, even though I knew he wasn't good for me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I got married to him, I was pregnant and I just gave up everything. I wasn't talking to my family anymore. I wasn't talking to my friends. I wasn't doing things that I was enjoying. And a few years ago, I think about, how long do I know you now, Carla? Like 4 years?
Yeah.
About 4 years when I met Carla was working at Jabbar's Hookah Lounge.
Oh, Jabbar's! I used to go there.
Yeah, I was the manager there. She was the main server. She was the head server.
That's awesome. Such a small world.
Yeah, so that's how we met each other. And Jabbar actually knew my mother and my brother. My brother was doing music there at the time.
Uh-huh.
But before that, like, I wanted to come in and teach salsa lessons. And,
Okay.
And then after a while, Jabbar was doing that whole hip hop show, and I was like, you know what? Let me do something for fun, because that was a very, very toxic time in my life.
Yeah.
With my ex-husband, I couldn't tell, like, if I wanted to leave him. I was back and forth because, like, I was scared. Like, I felt like I couldn't move on without him. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But I made this song called IQ, talking shit. And my homegirl and I decided to perform it one day, and it was just a freaking hit.
Really?
Everybody loved it. The men loved it. It was a damn hit. And I was like, okay, I need to get back into the music, because it felt good to be on stage again and performing. And yeah, so then I really started getting back into it. But during that time, my brother was already into music, so a lot of people were thinking I was getting in. Still to this day, people think I'm only getting into it because my brother is really well known. And J. Rob the Chief.
Okay.
You know him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's really well known, and a lot of people think I'm getting back into music because of him, when that's not the case at all.
Gotcha.
It's just, another reason why I stepped away from music for a while is because during that time my brother was getting into music he lost his father, and that was his only connection, was through music, and I didn't want to take that away from my brother.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
So I stepped back so that he can just do him. That was his connection through his dad, and the way I supported it was just being there at every show for him.
Yeah.
It's hard to know, with the kids and everything, but I was really at every show. I was pregnant, big, with every pregnancy I went to one of his shows. So it's a big support.
Yeah.
And now, and it's not, I see him and I see how much he enjoys it. I'm like, I miss that.
Yeah.
And so I actually had somebody, when I was going in the process of mentally preparing myself to serve my husband divorce papers, an old friend of mine hit me up, and he's like, hey, I want to pay for studio time for a year. He's like, and this was probably 2 years after I performed. He's like, I saw how you performed, and I feel like you got potential, and I want you to find yourself through music.
Wow.
And that's how I got myself out of a very dark hole. Was going there. I didn't know what I was going there for. At the time, I didn't even know I could rap, because I always sang, but my voice is so different from when I was young.
Right.
How old am I? 32. So 11 years, 12, even 15 years ago,
definitely
my voice is very different. So I hear myself sing, and I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But other people hear it, and they're like, nah, you need to sing. You got to go with voice. So I started off with rapping, and that's what I'm still doing. But I'm slowly starting to sing again and learn how to use my deeper voice, because I do have a very deep voice. So, and that's another thing. And it's almost like I feel like I'm going to sound weird, but it doesn't, Yeah. So I'm reteaching myself how to sing while I'm getting back into reading, so I know my vocabulary better.
Yeah.
So that I can continue to write, because right now I write my own music.
Awesome.
But because I am a single mother, I'm starting to work full time again. I actually reached out to a few friends that are good writers that are like my ghostwriters for now, So we just started working on some pieces, and
that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm performing next month. No, this month on the 18th. Oh God.
Where at?
I don't even know, girl. Scottsdale, I think. They're having me battle. I don't battle. I don't talk shit about people.
Right.
I talk shit in a way that's my own way.
Yeah.
I don't go up there and just bash, like, I don't do that. But they were like, we need your energy. And I was like, yeah, man. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm
Yeah.
too nice. I don't even know what they're gonna say about me because I have pictures of my kids on there and
Right.
I'm modest on my page, so I don't know what they're really, unless they find that I'm an ex-stripper, but everybody knows that, and I'm not ashamed to say that,
Right. Just don't let anything get to you.
No. I've been through way too much for something like that to get to me.
Right.
I am sensitive. I am a very sensitive person, and that's because I feel a lot, but when it comes to, I'm learning that when it comes to reality, not everybody's going to be good to you, and they're always going to have things to say about you, and I'm just like, you know what, say it all you want, but I enjoy me.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, and it took me too damn long to finally enjoy me and vibe with me and find out who the hell I am, because I didn't know this was me.
Right.
I don't know who this girl is. This is Fēniks, y'all. I don't know who Shauna is. That's long enough. This is Fēniks, okay? So yeah, it's a different, it's real different now, and I'm still learning me, and I'm still learning music, but I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the support that I get from it, from the very few people. Like, and it doesn't matter to me how many people are supporting me, who's gonna go or not. Like, the fact that I'm doing it just to do it, and that my kids love it.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, I am a rock for my kids, nobody else.
Right.
So.
Right. That's awesome.
Tattoos are my voice, though, too. Because when I was young, I didn't have a voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't speak on things that I thought were wrong. I didn't protect myself. I got bullied.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started getting tattooed, this is heat therapy, what everybody says, but like, tattoos are a way of speaking. It makes me feel feminine in a way. How long have you been tattooing for?
I've been tattooing for almost 12 years. Off and on. I started when I was 18. I say off and on because I'm a bartender, actually, also.
Okay.
And I get bored in between. So when I was younger, I'd go in between bartending and tattooing and switch from one to the other. But this last run, it's been 4 years. I've been going straight forward, just tattoo, 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 and it feels a lot better.
And you're like, I love it.
Yes, I finally love it. Like, I was young. Do you want to come tomorrow and tattoo my friend and see how it goes? He's like, what? Like, tattoos are so scary for me, And I was like, okay. I just thought about it, and then I did. I came through, and his friend, like, picked a flash off the wall. Like, a flash is, like, those random pictures that you see in a tattoo shop, and that slide through. He picked, like, Bugs Bunny cutting off Tasmanian Devil's head.
Oh my goodness.
It was the weirdest thing ever. And he got it on his shin.
Ew.
Yeah.
A weird tattoo.
He's a weird guy. Weird guy. But the guy who did my tattoo, he walked me through the whole thing. An apprentice for him for 1.5 years. Worked at that shop for about 2 years.
And that was where?
It was called Creative Skin. It was in Glendale. believe on 63rd.
Yeah, we're all the tattoo shops.
Right,
downtown window. Yeah.
Yep.
I live right there, so I always walk. That's why I was like, what? Where is it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Right next to McDonald's and the Subway.
So how old are you now?
I am 29. I'll be 30 in July.
Okay. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
You too.
You like it?
I love it. I just can't wait until we can get more creative and see what we can build from this design. We could probably add that design somewhere on my arm. Yeah. That would be dope. I wish we could stay a little longer after, but I gotta go. We gotta go support our little friend.
For your birthday, right?
Yeah. Yeah. She's trying to better herself, so she needs to be around somebody like us for right now.
Good. Show support.
We definitely need to just chill. Like chill and I'll drink a little bit of wine. I don't know what you drink, but you know.
Yeah, for sure. I drink everything under the sun. Since I'm just an
Perfect.
alcoholic.
So next time we can just have talk time and chill and get to know each other even more.
That'd be awesome.
Talk ideas how we can promote.
Right.
I'm representing somebody's merch tomorrow, so this is a perfect piece to show
cool.
too. Because everybody can tell when you get a new tattoo. Like, is that new?
Fresh.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I'm going to be around a lot of people tomorrow. So.
Cool.